49ers fans, the pace is picking up as we inch closer to the regular season. After a slow start to training camp, things are heating up in San Francisco, and we've got all the latest updates you need to know. From Brock Purdy's up-and-down performance on the field to Christian McCaffrey's rehab progress and rookie standouts like Jacob Cowing making their mark, this is a critical time for the team. With just 24 days until the season opener, can the 49ers pull it all together in time? Stay tuned as we break down the key takeaways from Friday's practice and what it means for the 49ers moving forward. Now, the pace is picking up for the 49ers after what has been a generally slow-moving training camp. Following their 17th practice on Friday, the team will have their usual day-before-game walkthrough on Saturday. The 49ers will then face the New Orleans Saints on Sunday at Levi's Stadium, before quickly turning around to finish the preseason with a game against the Las Vegas Raiders on Friday, August 23rd. Here are the takeaways from Friday's practice. Brock Purdy's up-and-down day. We're not overreacting to training camp stats, as there's often the rationale that quarterbacks will test their limits during practice. Brock Purdy mentioned that he was focusing on pushing the ball downfield on Friday. However, he made a few throws that seemed questionable, regardless of the practice environment. Purdy had some highlights, including a play he mentioned during his post-practice press conference called Purdog, where he caught a downfield pass. While Thursday saw Purdy complete almost every pass during practice, Friday's session wasn't as sharp, starting with Jair Brown breaking up a pass intended for Deebo Samuel. He had a couple of plays that seemed un-Purdy-like. On one play, he was under pressure and backpedaling. He heaved up a pass toward the right sideline into coverage that had a better chance at being intercepted than netting a completion. Cornerback Diamador Lenoir came up with an interception while in coverage against Samuel. Later, Purdy made his best throw of the day when he dropped a beautiful deep pass into Jawan Jennings against the coverage of Lenoir and safety George Odom. Cowing makes some grabs. Wide receiver Jacob Cowing, a 2024 fourth-round draft pick, was initially limited in training camp due to a hamstring injury. However, on Friday, he delivered his strongest performance of the summer, making several receptions. His standout moment occurred when he ran a deep corner route and made an impressive catch on a Josh Dobbs pass, beating the zone coverage of linebacker Curtis Robinson and defensive backs Rock Ya-Sin, Taylor Hawkins, and Jalen Mahoney. He's done a good job, Shanahan said of Cowing. He's been behind the eight ball with some injuries, so this has been his first full week with no setbacks. It's always rough at first, but he's improved each day. Hopefully, he'll get a lot of playing time in the game and get through and get that experience and keep stacking those days up. Cowing's speed, 4.38 seconds in the 40-yard dash, and where the 49ers selected him would suggest he is guaranteed a roster spot, along with Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, assuming he remains with the team, Jennings, and Ricky Pearsall. The 49ers could keep one or two additional receivers on the 53-man roster, McCaffrey ramping up rehab. Shanahan anticipates that some of the 49ers' regular players will see limited action in Sunday's preseason game against the New Orleans Saints at Levi's Stadium. However, this list does not include running back Christian McCaffrey, who is still recovering from a mild left calf strain. McCaffrey has been sidelined for 10 days and will not participate in any of the team's 3 preseason games. McCaffrey, however, is getting plenty of work with physical therapy, running and catching passes on a side field. Meanwhile, the 49ers have been shorthanded at running back with McCaffrey, Elijah Mitchell, hamstring, and rookie Isaac Guerendo, hamstring, sitting out most of training camp. Jordan Mason could see limited time in the remainder of the preseason, with Matt Breida and Cody Schrader in line to see a lot of action, along with Patrick Taylor Jr. and Keyshawn Vaughn. Rotating offensive line. Right tackle Colton McKivitz is the only expected starter on the offensive line who hasn't missed time due to injuries or a holdout. The latest setback involves left guard Aaron Banks, who suffered an injury on Thursday and underwent surgery on Friday morning to repair a fractured pinky finger, according to coach Kyle Shanahan. Nick Zakel, who started at center in the 49ers preseason opener, got the call to take over at left guard during practice on Friday. Zakelj is putting himself in position to win a backup role at center and guard. Ben Bartch, who sat out practice with knee irritation, is also in the mix for a backup role. I think that Zakelj is probably playing a little bit better, 49ers offensive line coach Chris Forster said. Center suited him better, and guard probably suits Bartch better. Rookie Dominic Puni is making the most of his increased practice time at right guard, with John Feliciano, knee, and Spencer Burford, hand, sitting out nearly all of camp with injuries. Pearsall working back. With 24 days left until the 49ers kick off the regular season, rookie wide receiver Ricky Pearsall seems to have enough time to recover from the shoulder injury he sustained on August 6. When asked about Pearsall's availability for the season opener, Shanahan responded, "I hope so. We'll see when he gets back and where he is." While his teammates practiced in an offense versus defense drill, Pearsall was on a side field putting in a rigorous workout, running the full route tree and catching passes from goal line to goal line.